Goodyear has produced nearly 10 billion tires during its 125-year history. But from the beginning, the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company has produced more than tires and products made from more than rubber. Poker chips, horseshoe pads, shoe soles, and a variety of rubber sundries were among Goodyear's early items. But what about
guidance systems, rocket engines, computers, films, satellites, giant antenna, various foams, just anything that had to do with polymers. I'm Sam Landers. I have 42 years with Goodyear, virtually my entire career. When you're working on the leading edge, pushing the knowledge all the time, it's very exciting. Every room, every desk seemed to have something new going on. They seemed to have an expert on everything. I was lucky enough to be assigned to Goodyear Aerospace. To me, Goodyear Aerospace was just this huge corporation that was just into everything. They had brilliant scientists and engineers. What was exciting is they were working on the leading edge.
The origins of Goodyear Aerospace date back to 1909, when the company built its first airplane tire. Paul Litchfield's lifelong interest in aviation drove Goodyear's development of such non-tire products as a rubberized wing fabric, aircraft brakes, and bulletproof fuel tanks. Eventually, Goodyear Aerospace expanded into other areas of technology.
I actually had the fortunate benefit of taking 2 assignments at Goodyear Aerospace. I worked in the plant engineering side, where I designed things like sub-rock missile testers and new facilities. And I even was on the team that did some analysis of what it would take to restart the old Goodyear air dock.
One of the best-known Goodyear contributions to aviation was the Corsair, built for the U.S. Navy during World War II. More than 4,000 of these nimble combat planes were manufactured in Akron by Goodyear between 1943 and 1946. The company's contribution to aviation continued during the golden years of space exploration. Goodyear was the first to manufacture tires for use on the moon, first on a lunar rock collection device, and later tires for a lunar rover, co-developed with General Motors. It also was responsible for the fabric flotation devices used to recover spacecraft and astronauts returning to Earth. Goodyear has had a presence in the sky since the turn of the 20th century, when it manufactured observation and weather balloons. The company's expertise in lighter-than-air objects led to its development of airships for military use, and eventually to something much more popular. Another impetus for products beyond tires was Goodyear's chemical business. While the seeds of Goodyear's polymer development were planted in 1908 with the establishment of Goodyear Corporate Research, a natural rubber shortage during World War II prompted the U.S. government to invest in finding a rubber substitute. Goodyear joined forces with other tire makers and developed multi-use polymers, leading to the groundbreaking production of synthetic rubber. This innovation drove the company to produce such items as plastics and foam, film and flooring, hoses and belts, and latex items for industries as diverse as medical and food service. The company's R&D led to products outside the transportation industry to make life easier, or in some cases, make life possible. A polymer developed in the Goodyear lab was used as the membrane for an artificial heart built with the Cleveland Clinic. That technology enabled other breakthroughs in artificial hearts, limbs, and other prosthetics which have saved and prolonged many lives. Products that originated in Goodyear's labs are still all around us, including some that have nothing to do with tires.
I designed an IT system or an IT program to convert numerically controlled paper tapes from one language to another. Systems were quite different than they are today. What you hold in your hand was in an entire room, maybe even a building.
In 1971, Goodyear Aerospace designed and built a computer called StarRAN, which featured something called content addressable memory and parallel processing capability. It was the precursor to what we know today as a search engine. From what you hold in your hand to what you wear on your feet, Goodyear's innovative products are as much a part of life as its tires.
We don't think of ourselves as a tire company. Though tires are essential to what we do, we're a technology-driven mobility company. That's been true literally since our founding. It's true today, and I believe it's going to be true for decades ahead.
After 125 years, Goodyear is still one of the world's leading tire companies. But it's also one of the most innovative rubber, polymer, engineering, science and technology companies anywhere in the world.